Guys, this stuff needs to stop. I was on The Escapist, and there was this forum pointing out this one video called From the Kitchen to the Controller Girl Gamers Exposed, and I thought, wow, that's a really bold title. But then I had this doubt, a speck of optimism, thinking maybe this has something interesting or insightful to say. Maybe he's just grabbing our attention with an offbeat title, but after 5 minutes of this video, I realized that I was dead wrong. For those who haven't seen this video, I'm going to summarize what he said so you don't have to watch, because honestly, I don't want this video to get more views than it already has. You can watch it if you want to, but you have been warned. His entire point of the video is that having the female audience being a bigger part of the video game culture is going to negatively affect the industry. I'm not joking, he really said this. He goes into a lot of psychology reports and video examples of why he thinks this, but I ultimately understood where he was coming from when he brought up the fact that most of the girls playing video games are usually playing the games catering towards the casual audience. Not only that, but he didn't want to see a 50 Shades of Grey, Twilight, or Hunger Games in the gaming medium. I saw the replies being made on The Escapist, and I did have some hope. The guys on The Escapist were replying and passing it off as something it really was, a guy being a sexist idiot and a statement that we all should ignore. But when I saw how many likes this video got, all of that hope vanished, and now I realize that this is a huge problem. HT Arcade, the person who made this video, let me start out by saying this to you. I know it's going to piss you off, but it's true. All of the arguments you have made in that video are not valid. That's right, you heard me. There is no merit to any of the arguments you have made in that video. You can back yourself up with as many psychology reports and video examples as you want to, but you're ultimately coming off as a douche. Here's my argument against you. The fact that there is a female audience growing in the gaming community is not going to make things worse for the industry. In fact, I think it can make it better. Actually, scratch that. I know it can make it better. You've mentioned that you didn't want to see anything like Twilight or the Hunger Games coming from the fact that more women are playing video games. The thing is that you don't realize is that the fact that stuff like this exists means nothing to your argument. Sure, those works cater to more of a female audience, but that didn't stop anything like a Game of Thrones being written. Okay, I realize that this came out before Twilight did, but it was the most recent book I could think of because I'm not a heavy reader. But there is another medium I'm more familiar with, film. Hell, it also has Twilight and the Hunger Games, and I actually thought the Hunger Games was a pretty good movie. But has it really ruined everything? If you said yes, then you are a really ignorant person. There are tons of movies that can be enjoyed by anybody, like The Avengers, The Dark Knight, okay, and movies I don't necessarily like, such as The Amazing Spider-Man, Men in Black 3, Total Recall, yet all of those movies have their audience. Actually, if you want to go the opposite side of this Twilight spectrum, then I have to bring up this movie called The Raid. I could bring up 300, but I'm more familiar with The Raid. That might be blasphemy for some of you people, but I don't care. If more women are going to like things like Twilight, then I think I can say that more men are going to enjoy things like The Raid. Hell, for me, I hate the Transformers movies, and I hate Michael Bay, but I don't look at things like that and its audience and think that's the death of cinema itself. There are still plenty of movies that I like to go out and see. Do you see where I'm going with this? If we start embracing the changes that are coming to the video games, we can improve as a whole. People are entitled to their Twilight, 300, or anything that they like that you don't, because there are still things out there of the same medium that you still like. The thing that pisses me off the most is that people are making arguments like this in the first place. The reason why the gaming industry is viewing its audience as a bunch of 17-year-old douchebags is because there are a lot of us who act exactly like that. This needs to stop. In the video, what you're implying is that the way the online gaming community behaves is okay. All the sexual and racial slurs are part of the online culture. And you know what? That is not okay. People, stop with the bullshit. The gaming community should not be a place of alienation and survival of the fittest, as you put it. Things need to change. If it doesn't, then we'll get more of the same games with few to no improvements. The gaming industry can make its money, the culture can stay the same, and there will be people out there who will continue to view us as a bunch of jaded, sexist, racist douchebags. And if we don't change, then things are going to stay that way. And no, that is not a good thing. So, guys, stop acting like this. This is a problem, and the sad thing is, it shouldn't even be a problem in the first place. So, here's my message to you and to anyone who actually thinks this way: people, grow the fuck up.